Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. My math guru took one of my videos that I did something like this and he added a little twist to it. Pretty cool idea. I love it. So what we can do is draw an ellipse about any size and then draw two ellipses the same size. And let's, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work in the center of the page. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to hit P and put those in the center of the page. I'm going to make my, I'm going to change it to inches, and I'm going to make my page the size of my laser. Anyway, so we're going to go here and we're going to hit T to put on top, which really doesn't help us that much. But what we can do, this circle, let's make it 1.4, okay? And now let's hit T and put it on the top. And let's change our nudge factor. I just did a video on this the other day to change this to millimeters, to change it back to inches, because I much prefer inches. So this is 1.4 circle. So we're going to make our nudge factor 1.4. He probably didn't do all this extra work, but I'm going to do this. Now, I'm going to do another nudge, 1.4 divided by 2 to get half that, which is 1/7. I'm going to nudge it over. I might have to tweak it a little bit. Then I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate and do that right there. Now what I need to do is get these to the top of that. It might be easier to group these together, Control G. And then I'm going to set my nudge factor on like 0.01. And I'm going to grab these and I'm going to nudge them down to where they get on that line. And then we'll see in just a second whether I didn't go far enough, because that virtual segment delete key didn't take them. So we're going to go a little bit further, take our virtual segment delete key and hit that. So we have this shape. Now I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. I'm actually going to make it blue so you can see it better. And his is about the same size. So now we have this shape, and I'm going to left click, right click, and now I'm going to make another one. It's a little bit off right there, but if you took your time, you could get it. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, and holding down the Shift key and have it grow from the inside. And then I'm going to go here, I'm going to hit B, put it to the bottom. Now I've got them both selected, or I'll reselect them. And I'm going to go to Effects and Blend, and I'm going to blend like 8 times. And we get that right there. So now he did exactly what I did. I'm going to move that out of the way or delete it. I'm going to hit this and hit center of the page. And we need to do something at a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to take a 2-point line, holding down the control button, and hit P. And I'm actually need to rotate it from here. So I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key and delete that part of the line. Now I'm going to double click on the rotation, and I'm going to put the rotation on that node, and I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. That looks like an awful lot, but we'll go with it. Control D and make a duplicate and mirror it. Of course, we're going to have to take it now and move it over here to this node. Make sure you're on the node. And then what we can do is take our Smart Fill tool. We'll go ahead and use black. We want the outside one black, the next one black, next one black, next one black, next one black. Then you could just kind of leave it like that. Now I'm going to set my nudge factor on quite a bit bigger, like, let's see how big this is. So I'm going to put my nudge factor on like 10. And I could have been moving these out of the way as I was going. Let me move that out of the way. I want to keep his for reference. Well, I'll just nudge it. Now I can nudge my black, nudge my other black, nudge my other black. I could have grouped those lines together and then I wouldn't have to do this. Now I'm going to go ahead and group these together, Control G. I'm going to go ahead and group these together because I want it back in the center of the page, because I want to get to that that point right there. So let's zoom in here. And it's selected, so I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate. Double click on the rotation and put the rotation right there at that node. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees and then Control D. And then that way, because this is a group, I can just delete them. Now he went one more step and put a center in there. I like his better, but you could make your circles a little bit bigger and have more of a point, but that's pretty cool. Anyway, so I thank him for sharing that with me, and I've shared it with you, and I don't know that you'll ever draw that, but it might give you an idea or two. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.